We had a buffet. But now everybody is saying the same shit.
Hey Corey, but look, everything you're saying right now, but listen to what you're saying. Everything you right now explains why we got it Tekashi 6ix9ine. And what did if y'all ever listen to this nigga say out his mouth, what he say? People love that gangster shit. I give it to them because that's what they want. People love that gangster shit. That's the reason why, you know what I'm saying? As soon as Death Row started that shit, and now we got Tekashi 6ix9ine. He a child of Death Row, whether you want to accept it or not. When that gangster shit got commercialized, then you got brought in fake ass niggas. Because now you got niggas like, so if I act like this, I can make a lot of money, popularity, and respect. Shit, might as well do it. Like, come on, why not?
You know? Especially if I get a brick brother that
might as well snitch on a nigga because I got security for a lifetime. I might as well snitch on a nigga.
What? No, even before we get to that, because the nigga's not from the street, so he don't necessarily even follow the snitch code, and you know what I'm saying, he don't follow the street code.
Supposedly he came up from a very good well-bringing.
Even being from the so-called streets aspect, you can be from the hood and not be a street dude at all. You know what I'm saying? But some of these niggas be from the hood and never was fucking active. But then they'll be like, oh, I'm from Dade County. I'm from fucking whatever the worst neighborhood is in America. And then we'd be like, oh, he's from that neighborhood. He a real ass nigga. Like, exactly. Ask those niggas around and see what they say about. You see what I'm saying?
Especially if you got somebody. Especially if you got somebody from that neighborhood that can, you know what I'm saying, that can co-sign you. I'll say that like, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, he is.
Like imagine that. Just imagine. Let's just put it in this perspective. Imagine you just a young kid from fucking I don't know. What's like a rough ass city? Fucking Detroit or some shit. I don't know. You a kid from Detroit. You be like, nigga, that's already like I got a foot in the door as a rapper. Because I would just say I'm from Detroit. Niggas gonna think I'm real. It's just that.
It just don't make sense to me though. Because I mean, we came up on that. We came up on that Dipset shit. Snitches get stitches. It's like, what are you doing out here, my nigga? What are you doing out here? Why are you still popular? It shouldn't be nobody fucking with this nigga. I don't understand that shit. I don't understand it. I really don't.
It's not for me to understand though.
I feel like that nigga's done. I don't think nobody.
Maybe it is. Maybe it's
not. Really, you know
that's what I'm saying. Maybe it's not for me to understand because I'm
grown. I'm grown. You on a whole nother frequency.
I'm grown. And that's why I understand niggas. Niggas was dissing the whole WAP joint with the Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion shit, and I was like, yeah, I understand that shit because I'm grown now. You know what I'm saying? When we get old, when you get older, my nigga, you're supposed to change. You're supposed to get more wiser and more educated and shit like that. It's like, why are you still doing the same? Why are you still doing the same shit?
But even that song, man, that song's crazy too.
Yeah, that shit is fucking disgusting. It's fucking disgusting. If you're
the worst programming ever. Because you know what's fucked up about the song, like chicks that like you gonna go out one day and they gonna play that shit. So
if anybody in here that has a daughter and Champs that song is like, you're fucking crazy. It doesn't make any fucking sense. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Listen,
I feel like you was about to make a point.
Oh no, I was gonna say it be fucking up other women, dog. Like for real, like say, like the women that fake like they about that shit really be concerned when that song comes on and it's hoes really about that and they ain't around their nigga or something. Say when the clubs and shit start opening back up, they gonna be so worried about fucking WAP coming on and what hoes is showing out because they probably think these hoes is really about that shit. And then it's like push a nigga in the predicament and we don't even ask for no shit like that. It's like, damn, these hoes is gonna be showing out for my nigga. But they at the same time love that ignorant shit, fuel the shit, but be like concerned on the other side of the spectrum. It's fucked up.
When you're grown, when you're a grown person, it's a different story.
They be encouraging that shit, but let like them be away from a nigga that they really fuck with, and that shit come say that shit come on at a pool party. Like nigga, you on the phone with a chick. I gotta go real quick. They going, oh, you must have been fucking bitches in the bathroom, because they already know that song comes on. Whatever hoe is with that song is with whatever the fuck. No moral.
So basically saying females be worried when that song, if they're not with their man and that song come on, because they know girls gonna be showing out.
I'm just saying, it definitely plants insecurity. I think it does.
Look. When you're grown, it's a totally different story, man. It's like you're supposed to grow up. You're supposed to grow up, man. It's like
you are, but
I disagree.
Come on, man.
Once again, we talk about women. We talk about people that code switch. So like the same way we can, you know what I'm saying? Like, yes, we listen or we hear the different lyrics and shit that go on for like, you know what I'm saying? Like trap music and different things. Like we are able to code switch and know that shit is like, okay, that shit is acceptable when I am at home. And I think Paul made the point like last week or whenever it was like, yes, you make the effort and you know like that song is a terrible song to be listening to when you're in the car with your kids. However, if you're at home with your wife or you're at home with your husband or as grown adults, like that song isn't nothing wrong with that song. Like, you know what I'm saying? Wet ass pussy, like it's nothing wrong with that song. Like granted, it's a harsh ass song, but it's a song made for adults. Yes, when it is pushed on the mainstream media and when it's pushed for everybody, the consumers, that's when it's a problem. But as adults, like
I disagree with that, bro. I disagree with that.
Issue with that shit because there's probably worse than that shit. I'm talking about as far as it being pushed on the mainstream media, where it's like making it easy for the consciousness of children to be aware of. That's when it becomes an issue.
Look, hold on. I disagree with that. It was made for adults. I disagree with that. Because when did you hear Slap on My Knob, like Corn on the Cob? When did you hear that shit?
When I was a kid.
In high school. In high school. I disagree that fucking WAP shit was made for adults. It's made for teenagers. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's made for young motherfuckers.
Yeah, look at the target audience.
I disagree. I totally disagree.
A lot of times, yeah, a lot of times what they'll do is because I mean this happens in society all the time because we as adults, you know, we be thinking like, okay, I'm a grown, I have my own mind, So it'll be some bullshit that get like, you know, pushed out in society, and you'll look at it from adult perspective, like, oh, I'm an adult, I can handle this, but not thinking from perspective that this is still actively the children.
As a young nigga,
we as adults, honestly, we kind of actually open that door for it to be accessible to kids because we're not thinking about them. We're thinking about how it relates.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I think that actually is an issue. Like we as adults, we do accept a lot of shit because we're only looking at it from our perspective. You know what I'm saying?
Because we're adults. We're adults, and we think that okay, all right, fine. We think other adults will know what the fuck they're supposed to do, but they're actually gearing this shit for teenagers.
Yeah, and then acting like we don't know that, like they know what's going on, man. They step up all that shit. Like I said, teens, youngins, they have access to so much more shit than we did when we were younger. Like, come on, man.
Mm-hmm. And not even just that. I agree with what you're saying, Phil. And then even to add on top of that, I would say that all of the main programming that we got hit with already happened when we was in our formative years, right? So like now all the shit that's on TV, we thinking that's like playing to us as adults, but what they're really doing is training up the next generation. We already done. Exactly. They already did what they wanted to do.
And the question is, my question is the millions of views that video got on YouTube or wherever the fuck, the millions of views that it got. Do you think it was adults, or do you think it was niggas in their 30s and 40s and 50s that was watching that shit?
Man. Honestly, I've not watched the video all the way through. I probably watched maybe like the first few seconds, and I just moved. I just want to see what it was about. Then I never watched that whole shit.
Exactly. Even that shit had the serpent shit in it, had the snakes and all that shit. Had
one time.
So
don't think it's it's not gonna be a bunch of little girls out here doing the little tongue thing and shit and all that shit or whatever the fuck. That shit is not for adults. That shit is not for adults. That shit is to get money off these little young folks, little young girls and boys out there showing. You know, it's like No, man.
I think it's to get both, but at the same time, because even still, as you think about it, like yes, there is like and to your point, there is like a little WAP challenge now, whereas though like you can impose your face on to the different.
Who's doing the WAP challenge though?
Let me finish, motherfucker.
Who's doing the WAP challenge? Who? Ain't no grown motherfuckers in this house doing no goddamn WAP challenge.
You talking about your house
over there? Come on, man.
Corey, you talking about your house, but it's still grown ass women. I've seen grown ass women that's doing the WAP challenge, that's putting their
real talk,
imposing their face.
And that's shitty. And that's shitty.
What?
Nah, I've seen it too.
Shitty. That's shitty. That makes no fucking no. It doesn't make no sense. It doesn't make no sense. You're as an adult, like you're supposed to progress, dog. You're supposed to progress. You're supposed to as he's not here right now, but as Brian put the shit in the chat a couple of times or whatever. When men are, you know what I'm saying, when you become a man, you're supposed to put away them toys. And then put away them toys and become men and shit, or whatever the fuck the shit is, whatever you said.
Hey Corey,
like, come on, man, grow up, man. It's like grow up. What do y'all? What the fuck? What the fuck? Corey, it don't make sense.
You know, by like by values and like definition, you like fit on the same lines of like what like Trump be talking.
Nah, Trump ain't talking about shit, man.
Hey, Corey. Conservative and don't realize it.
He do.
Hey, but look,
I ain't gonna lie. I am conservative. I am conservative.
I listen to everything he says. He just don't know. I listen to everything he says. Corey, I agree with a lot.
But don't say it's Trump or no shit like that, dog. He's out here doing whatever the fuck he's out here trying to get a vote.
It's the same.
He didn't mean that.
He's out here trying to get a vote. It ain't about to be conservative. It ain't about being conservative. He's out here trying to get a vote.
Hey, but look. The speak on that though is see, I don't know. When I say conservative, I wasn't talking about in party lines. I'm talking about just your overall outlook. You're more conservative than liberal in your overall outlook on life. I'm not talking about party. Yeah. I'm not talking about that. But what I will say, as far as that thing is, like when Alex, you said it's like for both of us, like it's for adults and kids, because we've kind of been programmed to accept that type of shit because they was hitting us with the Shake It Fast and Big Pimpin' videos. So of course we already primed. We see why we like, give me more, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And then the kids in the background, they like, well, mom and dad, fine. I guess it's fine. Yeah,
it's like you can't come out here and hit on Nelly with the what was it, BET Uncut joint. He's swiping a credit card through a girl's ass.
Tip drill.
You can't come out and hit on the tip drill joint and then
don't ask me how I know that.
Be happy about this shit with the fucking what's her name? I forget her name. Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion shit. They was hating on Nelly hard as shit. You can't say he's subjective to women and objective to women, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? And then come out here and that's the thing though. They'll hate on this nigga for doing that shit to women, and then they come out here and be popping everything. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, come on, man. We can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. It don't make no sense.
So
I agree. It's like in one voice, in one breath is I don't want to be degraded, but in the next breath it's like, but I'll degrade you. You know,
yeah, right, exactly. You can't be mad at Rick Ross for saying I popped a Molly in her. I put a Molly in her drink and she ain't even know it. And then you got Cardi B talking about, I'm drugging these niggas and I'm robbing these motherfuckers. What the fuck?
Raped by trannies.
Like, what the fuck?
Getting them raped by trannies. Get that part.
Exactly. What the fuck, man? It don't make no sense. So
you crossed the line with that. She crossed the line.